G'day guys, I'm Spud from Survivalist Southwest. So you found yourself lost in the wilderness and you've come across something like this. Some pretty mank looking swamp water. However, you've got no way to filter it. That's alright, because in this video I'm going to show you how to make a filter using nothing but what I find basically in the immediate vicinity to be able to filter that water to get ready to boil. Let's get to it. Okay, so usually in the southwest of Western Australia and other parts, where you find water, you will find these. So these are Melaleuca trees, otherwise known as a paper bark. They are called a paper bark because their bark feels like paper. It's very thin, and it tears off in very thin little sheets like paper. So this is what we're going to use to create our filter. However, paper barks are usually filled with ants, so you're going to have to get down a few layers in order to find the bark that doesn't have a lot of holes in it. So let's get to it. Okay, so the easiest way to get down to that bark is to cut it, basically. So, and it is very easy to cut. So I just want to get through these outer layers till I start getting to some of the more moist, soft bark underneath. Now this doesn't hurt the tree because their bark is quite thick. But now that I've got to that bark, I can start by finding bits that don't have a lot of holes. So for me, down here is probably the best part. Until we get a nice bit of bark like that. Now this tree has still got plenty more bark before it gets to the wood, so I know I haven't damaged the tree there. Okay, so I've got my bark. Now it is a bit too thick to sort of roll up, so what I want to do, separate some of the layers. As you can see, that's why it's called paper bark, because the bark comes in sort of layers. And just very gently, so I don't tear it, separate. So now I've got a bit that I can fold up, I can roll up, because essentially this is going to make the container for our filter. So let's get out of the mosquitoes and build our filter. Righto, so I've got my bark. What I want to do is essentially, keeping it flat, is roll it into a cone shape like this. Now it will try and come apart on you, so you do need to secure it somehow. Now that can be done, you can either thread sticks through or you can tie it up with cordage. For today I'm just going to sharpen up a couple of sticks and put them through like needles. But you just got to make sure that water can still get out the end, which it will be able to. So I'll sharpen up a couple of sticks and I'll show you how this is done. Okay, so I've got my paper bark cone, and what I've done is I've sharpened a stick to be like a needle because I don't want to tear it, and I've got another one which is going to go through and kind of hold it together. So what I want to do, making sure that's all in the right place. Sort of drill a hole through it like that. Kind of feed my stick up through there like that. Drill myself another hole. Now you need to be gentle with paper bark because it will split. And then just gently guide my stick through the second hole that I've created. So now we have a bit of a cone, a bit of a conical shape. Now we need to make our filter. Now to make the filter, what we need is some charcoal, which is quite easy to find throughout the bushland, throughout the southwest, because we do get a lot of fires. You will need some sand, some rocks and grass, basically different layers of filters. So let's collect up some of that. I'll just put this to the side for now and we'll collect up some charcoal and some sand and some grass. Alright, so to collect the charcoal, what I've done is grabbed some more of that, the rest of that paper bark we tore off. I've just sort of folded it over, put a stick through each end, which creates kind of a little bowl or cup. And then it's just a matter of collecting the charcoal. Now I'm scraping it because I want it to be as fine as possible. I mean, I will have to crush some of this up, but as you can see, I'm collecting quite a bit in there. So I'll go on collecting this, and then I'll collect everything else, and we'll put the filter together. Alright, so as you can see, I've gathered up some charcoal there. I've got some sand right here. Now, what you want to do is some of these stringy bits of paper bark, you want to collect up some of them and sort of ball it up and gently tamp it down into the bottom of your filter. And basically what that's going to do, that's going to stop any of the charcoal or anything coming out of the bottom. So then we put our charcoal in. Now the finer you can get your charcoal, the better. I didn't have anything to be able to grind it up with, so I just sort of pulled chunks off the tree and ground it up in my hand. But the finer you can get it, the better, because that means the more surface area of the charcoal is getting to the water. Just gently pat that down, remembering that paper bark is very brittle. So you see, we've got the charcoal in there. Now what I want to do is put a layer of sand in there. Again, just very gently tamping that down. And then we go find some grass, which there's plenty down here. And basically what that is creating multiple layers of filtration. So the grass will get out the rather large particulates, the sand will get out smaller, and the charcoal will do even more than that. So we'll just collect up some of this grass. And we'll just tamp that down in there as well. And there we have it. So that is a very crude filter made without the use of any sort of plastic, cordage or anything like that. So this is something that you can make at a riverbank or something like that if the water is a bit suspect. I mean, you could boil this water and drink it, but it will have particulates in it. The idea of this is to get the particulates out. So what I'll do is I'll go grab a cup so we can see the water that is coming out, and we'll put this filter to the test, shall we? Alrighty, so here we are again back at the swamp, and I'm going to use this leftover paper bark that we had that I collected the charcoal in to sort of scoop up some water, put it in the filter, and I'll collect it in the cup and show you what we come up with. I do, however, need to move all this algae and weed out the way. So as you can see, that water is gross. Okay, what I want to do, pour it through my filter. It will take a while to come through. Get rid of the first bit, because the first bit's going to be mainly a lot of charcoal dust. There will be a lot of charcoal dust in here anyway, purely because I didn't use any cloth or anything like that to stop the charcoal coming out, just some wadded up paper bark. But yeah, so I'll collect up some more water and I'll show you at the end. Right, so after you've flushed the water a couple times through the filter to get rid of a lot of the charcoal dust, it will still have some charcoal in it, but a little charcoal never hurt anyone. And as you can see, that's slowly sort of filtering through. Not as efficient as using a plastic bottle, but it is a lot better than nothing at all. So just let that do its thing, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so you can see after flushing it, we're getting a lot less charcoal in there. There's still quite a lot of tannins, but you won't get the tannins out through this method. What tannins are basically is just staining in the water from dead and decaying plant matter in the water, and it just gives it a brown tinge. But other than the brown tinge, this water is a lot cleaner than is coming out of there. Okay, so I've flushed the filter through, collected a bit of water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to collect up some of that water so I can show you, and then show you the finished result. Okay, so that is what we were dealing with before. You can't even see through that. There's lots of floating parts in there. And now I'll show you what has gone through the filter. Now there you go. As you can see, you can actually see through this water. There's still tannins in there, but you won't get tannins out with this filter. But that is a hell of a lot cleaner than what that is. Still got some charcoal dust coming through, but a bit of charcoal never hurt anyone. In fact, it's good for you, especially with this. But that water is a lot cleaner than what we're finding in there. So there you have it, guys. Oh, and I'll show you this. You can see all this black stuff, that's slimy stuff that's come out of the water. So we've filtered all that out. So there we have it, guys. That is a simple improvised water filter made from nothing but what you'll find around a water source. So once again, if you do like the content I'm putting out on my channel, be sure to like, subscribe, share my videos around, and hopefully information like this can save a life one day. I'll see you next time.